Ruth Langsford, not delighted, as she breaks silence on, very painful, divorce. Loose Women star Ruth Langsford has spoken for the first time about her divorce from Eamonn Holmes. Ruth Langsford has spoken out about her divorce from Eamonn Holmes for the first time. The Loose Women star, 64, admitted it had been a very painful time in her life. She had shocked fans when she announced her relationship with Eamonn, 65, her former This Morning co-host, was over after 14 years. They issued a joint statement revealing they were getting divorced in May last year. Now Ruth has admitted she is not delighted, her marriage is over, but said she was embracing single life. The 64-year-old told Woman and Home magazine, "Relationship breakdowns are very difficult, but you deal with it and have to move on. You can let yourself crumble or you pick yourself up and get on with life. It's a choice." She added, "I'm not delighted my marriage is over, but I've accepted it. I'm trying to now embrace the fact I'm single and can make choices that are just about me. Divorce is very painful. Most don't do it in the public eye, with everybody having an opinion. But that's the nature of my job. I've always had that, and if you can't cope, you shouldn't be doing this job." Ruth also attributed her divorce in part to her recent weight loss. Since the divorce, Eamonn has moved on with marriage counselor girlfriend Katie Alexander, 42. The pair have been on a cruise and attended events together. They recently sparked engagement rumors after taking a trip to Paris. Snaps acquired by The Sun showed Katie sporting a glitzy ring on that all-telling engagement finger. Neither have addressed the rumors so far. Ruth Langsford reflects on divorce with Eamonn Holmes, a deep dive into life after separation. Introduction. Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes, a high-profile breakup. For years, Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes were considered one of the most beloved television couples in the UK. The duo had built an undeniable chemistry both on and off the screen, co-hosting the iconic morning television show This Morning and sharing countless moments of laughter, banter, and candidness with their audience. Together, they became household names, and their relationship was often seen as the epitome of stability and love. However, in a shocking turn of events, Ruth and Eamonn's long-term marriage came to an end. The announcement of their divorce, after over 20 years of marriage, sent waves through the media and left fans heartbroken. While both Ruth and Eamonn have publicly handled the separation with grace and professionalism, Ruth has now opened up about her emotions, reflecting on the difficult journey that led to the divorce and the process of healing after the end of their relationship. In this article, we delve into Ruth Langsford's reflections on her divorce from Eamonn Holmes. We explore her personal feelings, the emotional impact of the separation, and the role of their public personas in navigating the end of such a high-profile marriage. Additionally, we examine the broader implications of their split for their respective careers, their family life, and their future as individuals. The end of an era. Ruth and Eamonn's relationship timeline. Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes' relationship had long been one of the most public in British television. Their love story began in the late 1990s when they met through mutual friends. The chemistry between them was instant, and their bond quickly grew into a committed relationship. Eamonn, a veteran television presenter, and Ruth, a talented broadcaster known for her warm and approachable style, soon became a staple in British households. They married in 2010, after years of dating, and their wedding was a highly publicized event. Ruth and Eamonn's wedding seemed like a culmination of a long and successful partnership, both personally and professionally. For fans of This Morning and Loose Women, Ruth's appearance alongside her husband in their regular hosting roles was a comforting sight. They complemented each other's personalities perfectly. Eamonn's dry wit and Ruth's compassionate demeanor created a balance that made them the perfect television duo. The couple's marriage, however, wasn't without its ups and downs. As with any long-term relationship, they faced challenges, both in their personal lives and in the public eye. Despite these hurdles, Ruth and Eamonn appeared to be unshakable, frequently sharing playful and affectionate moments during their television appearances. Their fans adored the pair and often looked up to them as an example of what a successful, loving marriage should look like. Yet, behind the scenes, Ruth and Eamonn's relationship had begun to show signs of strain. The pressures of their high-profile careers, as well as the challenges that come with being in the public eye, ultimately took a toll on their marriage. Ruth, in recent interviews, reflected on how challenging it had been to maintain both a personal and professional relationship with Eamonn, especially as their careers evolved. In the end, despite their efforts to work through their differences, Ruth and Eamonn made the difficult decision to divorce in 2024. The announcement was met with a mixture of surprise and sadness from their fans, who had always viewed them as one of television's most solid and dependable couples. Ruth's emotional reflection on the divorce. In the months following her divorce, Ruth Langsford has opened up in interviews about the emotional toll the separation has taken on her. While she has always been known for her professionalism on television, Ruth has allowed herself to be more vulnerable in discussing the personal challenges she has faced during this period of transition. For Ruth, the divorce has been a deeply emotional experience. As she has explained in her interviews, the end of her marriage to Eamonn was not a decision that came lightly. "It's been incredibly tough," she admitted in one of her candid interviews. "We've been through a lot together, and when you share your life with someone for so long, it's hard to imagine a future without them by your side. But sometimes, it becomes clear that you need to move in different directions." One of the most difficult aspects of the divorce for Ruth was coming to terms with the changes in her personal identity. She had been married to Eamonn for over 2 decades, and much of her adult life had been intertwined with his. Adjusting to life as a single woman, especially after such a long relationship, was challenging. Ruth has shared that she has spent a lot of time reflecting on her own personal growth and what she wants for her future. The emotional strain of the divorce was compounded by the fact that Ruth and Eamonn's relationship had always been so public. Ruth has acknowledged the difficulty of navigating such a personal experience while in the spotlight. "It's hard to go through something so painful while knowing that people are watching and commenting on every step of the process," she admitted. "But at the end of the day, I have to focus on what's best for me, my well-being, and my future." The impact on Ruth's career, a new chapter. As Ruth Langsford reflects on her divorce, she also looks forward to the next chapter of her career. Ruth's professional journey has been closely intertwined with her marriage to Eamonn, and their shared experiences on This Morning and Loose Women made them a team that was hard to separate. For years, they co-hosted This Morning together, becoming one of the show's most beloved pairs. However, after the divorce, it became clear that their professional paths would now be different. Ruth has continued to work as a presenter on Loose Women, where she is a regular panelist. In addition to this, she has also pursued other opportunities in television, including hosting her own show and appearing in a variety of other programs. Despite the end of her marriage, Ruth's career remains strong, and she has proven time and again that she is more than capable of standing on her own. As she reflects on her career post-divorce, Ruth has expressed a sense of empowerment. "I've always been independent, but this divorce has really shown me how strong I am on my own," she said in a recent interview. "I'm proud of the work I've done, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for me professionally." In addition to her work on television, Ruth has also embraced the opportunity to focus more on her personal projects, including her passion for fashion and charity work. She has been actively involved in various charitable endeavors, using her platform to raise awareness for causes that are close to her heart. As she continues to move forward, Ruth's dedication to her career and her ability to embrace new opportunities have solidified her as a resilient and multifaceted figure in the entertainment industry. The role of family and friends in Ruth's healing process. Throughout the divorce process, Ruth Langsford has emphasized the importance of leaning on her family and close friends for support. Her family has been an invaluable source of comfort during this time of transition, and Ruth has spoken about how much she appreciates the love and support she has received from her loved ones. One of the people Ruth has leaned on most during this time is her son, Jack, whom she shares with Eamonn. Jack, who is now an adult, has been a constant source of strength for Ruth, and she has praised him for being incredibly understanding and supportive throughout the divorce. "Jack has been amazing," Ruth shared. "He's a wonderful young man, and I'm so proud of him. We've always had a strong bond, and he's been there for me through everything." Ruth's close friends have also played a significant role in her healing process. Many of her Loose Women co-stars, as well as friends from outside the industry, have provided Ruth with emotional support, helping her navigate the challenging days that followed the divorce. Ruth has expressed her gratitude for the friends who have been by her side, offering both practical help and emotional encouragement. Through these personal relationships, Ruth has been able to find strength and resilience in the face of adversity. As she moves forward, she remains committed to nurturing these connections and using them as a foundation for her ongoing personal growth. Looking ahead, Ruth Langsford's future. As Ruth Langsford reflects on her life post-divorce, she is optimistic about what the future holds. While the divorce from Eamonn Holmes was undoubtedly a painful chapter, Ruth has shown that she is ready to embrace new opportunities and continue growing both personally and professionally. In her interviews, Ruth has emphasized her desire to focus on her own happiness and well-being. "I'm excited about the future," she said. "There are so many things I still want to do, and I feel like I'm just getting started." Ruth's story is one of resilience, self-reflection, and growth. She has navigated a high